Hi, I'm Brian Glass. I'm an engineer here at Newborn, and I will be going through how to use your model U Lite. Now, the U Lite is a drip-free model, and like all drip-free models, what you need to do is hold just the back of the handle when you're pulling the rod back. You'll notice if I hold the trigger and the rod, or the back of the handle, the rod will essentially lock in place. So hold the back handle, pull the rod back. Now, to load a cartridge in the U Lite, simply slide it into the housing until you hear that click. Now, one of the features of the U Lite is while the cartridge is into the housing, you actually still have the ability to rotate your cartridge so that when you're going around corners, you can keep the orientation of the bead the way you want it. To remove the cartridge, simply hold the cartridge in one hand and the back of the rod with the other, pull back on the rod, and the teeth inside will release the cartridge. The U Lite comes equipped with a spout cutter and a seal puncture tool, which is inside the back handle. To cut the cartridge, insert the tip at a 45-degree angle, cut it off. What I recommend is start with a small hole at a 45-degree angle and increase the size of the hole as you need it. Remove the seal puncture tool from the back handle, slide it down in to break the seal. What I do is I keep my seal puncture tool off to the side, and I'll clean that later rather than getting any of the sealant up inside the back handle. I'll load the cartridge again. You hear that click? And we're ready to extrude material. Place the tip of your cartridge in the location you want to start your bead. Apply consistent, even pressure. Your trigger. You'll notice once I release the trigger, the material stops flowing. And that's the function of a drip-free model. Now, to keep a consistent bead, what you would have to do is once you release the pressure on the trigger, you keep the tip of the cartridge in that same location to get a bead, a consistent bead there. Now, one of the great features of the U Lite is that you could take a cartridge like this, say you finish half of the sealant or more, cut off the cartridge behind the plunger inside with a hacksaw or other tool and clean up the burrs, make sure you have a straight edge, and you can insert a half of a cartridge and you can get into a lot tighter spaces with this arrangement. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. If you have any other questions or are in need of any further information, please contact our customer service department. Thanks and have a great day.